everybody. How are you? Let me put me on full so you guys don't see all our mess on the side. Hey, welcome to Pondering Mics. Happy Wednesday. I am actually teaching Sarah. You can see her face a little bit. How to use StreamYard a little so we could do this tandem. We had a lot of camera problems today. I have new systems in place, but the echoing is really bad, even though you have stuff on mute. Do you want to say hi? Hi. So we're trying to get you guys the best angles for this. So the reason I want to do just a short show tonight about the appetizers is every time that we are asked to do parties or go to parties and stuff, I always like to do appetizers because then I don't have to worry about, hey, Stephanie, how are you? See how you hit show. Hi, Steph. You don't have to bring alcohol and stuff. I was trying to move your head out of the way.
I was trying to see.
It's like your little hair. You don't have to bring alcohol and stuff to parties. I like to actually do the appetizers. I don't know why. And I'm not fancy. Don't get me wrong. I do things on a budget. I know how to shop the dollar store. I know when not to shop the dollar store. So, it's just one of those things where I like to do it, and then everybody else can spend all the money on the alcohol. Because when I have parties and stuff at home, I don't like when people leave all their alcohol because I don't know what to do with bitters. I don't know what to do with a lot of the mixers and stuff. So I'm always stuck with all these things that I don't know what to do with. So it's really weird that you're staring at me. So I haven't done a show with somebody else like just sitting there staring at me. When I did my heart attack one, it was like nobody was there. So it was perfect. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to try and do this together with split screens. That's my little area right there. And then Sarah will be able to do the answers or pull up your comments and things like that. I haven't seen Janice yet. She's late.
Your mom is late.
I can't believe my mom is late. She's never late for these shows, but she's late today. So I want to start off with one of my real good items. And you guys will be able to see me over here and right here at the same time, hopefully. Just don't look at my double chin. It's like really bad today. But I wanted to show you guys, I make a mean deviled egg. Mm-hmm. And when I say mean, I mean spicy, flavorful. Sometimes you have, don't look at me. Sometimes you have hard-boiled eggs when you go to a party and stuff like that, and they feel like waxy and they feel like really dry. So we're going to show you guys what I do. This is just something I do. I make wasabi flavored eggs, hard-boiled eggs. So I'm teaching Sarah too. So this is only showing people that are showing from one of the pages. There's multiple pages and stuff. Okay. So I'm going to show you this really quick. So obviously you guys all know how to cut your eggs in half. And then you take your mixture of your egg yolk. I do a little bit of mayonnaise. I do a little bit of mustard. And then I do a big ass squirt of wasabi. And so I put that stuff in a bag. And what I do is instead of having a piping bag, Sarah has piping bags. She's a baker. I'm not a baker. So what I do is I put everything in a little plastic bag. It's in a little plastic bag, little Ziploc. I don't know how much, 2 cents, 5 cents. I don't know how it is. And you go ahead and you cut off the end and you make your own bag. But I'm going to do something funny. I didn't have scissors, so I went ahead and just cut the end with a knife. So I just wanted to show you guys. So watch this. Sarah, do you make these at home?
No, you make them.
Have you ever made deviled eggs at home?
Yeah.
Okay.
But yours are better.
So guys, remember this is mayonnaise, mustard, a little garlic salt, and a big old squeeze of wasabi. If you've never bought wasabi before, you can buy it at any grocery store. You don't have to go to an Asian store. You don't have to do any of the fancy dancy stuff. Look at me, I'm trying to do my camera work. This comes in a box, and you can use it in anything that you guys are cooking with. So wasabi is excellent. And a little spice is also good. Look how awesome that bag worked. See, it was easy. No mess. No waste. That's a good one. And because they are wasabi eggs, where did I put my wasabi? It's over there. It is. We buy, just so you guys know, wasabi flavored roe. So you take your little wasabi. Oh, I should do the pepper. I just should do the chili first. Because they're spicy, we're going to use chili flakes, chili powder. Chili powder is easier. Take a little bit on each one. smells spicy. Then we take a little dab. You can buy this row almost at any Japanese, Asian grocery store. Some people say that they can't really taste the wasabi. I can. I don't know if maybe they're buying some that's imitation or something, but the wasabi in this egg adds to this dish. So there is awesome sauce. So look at that. The light, sorry that the light is so bright. But that is my wasabi deviled eggs. Let's see how much I had the price. For these 6, just these 6, it costs like $1.50 for 6. So Sarah's going to try one, tell you guys how it is. I'm going to go ahead and move on really quickly. Go ahead, Sarah. So the next dish we're going to make, you guys, I'm doing this kind of quick because, you know, I know all of you guys have entertained. I know all of you have some like major appetizers you make. But I'm just trying to do this and show you that you don't have to spend a ton of money on anything. And I don't have a ton of money. I don't know about you guys, but Stephanie says it looked yummy. Did you see that?
Yeah.
You put
I
that?
put it up there
Oh,
already.
okay. I didn't see you do that. Perfect. How was it?
It was awesome. I like the little pops of the roe on it.
Oh, the pops of the roe?
texture.
Oh, that's good. You know, not everybody uses the eggs because they're kind of afraid. They don't taste like fish, everybody. They're not like little baby fishies going around in your mouth and stuff like that. It just has a nice pop of flavor, whether or not you buy the wasabi, whether or not you buy the chili one, whether or not you buy anything else. You can buy them in all different flavors, so that's good. So next one. Told you we're going fast, so you guys better get a pen and paper. We're going to make little tiny mini what should we call it? Twice baked potato. Best thing about this is you cook them ahead of time. So you put your I did almost fingerling. They're not really fingerling. They're just really small potatoes. I take them, I boil them, and then I let them cool for a little bit, and I cut them in half. Right before people come over, I'll pop them in the oven. So for this one, I don't want you guys to wait till I go put them in my oven and stuff. I just wanted to show you that it looks like this when you cut them in half, of course, right? So to get the middle out, most people will use a melon baller, but look how big that is. That melon baller, oh wait, I'll do it on this one. The melon baller is too big. It's just too big. So what I do, I actually have little tiny measuring spoons. Look how small he is. And I dig out the whole inside of the potato. Obviously, your camera's like in a weird spot. Now it's hollow in the inside with still the skin on. I also, when they came out of the oven or out of the boiling water, I salted the skin just a tiny bit. So then I take the mixture from the potatoes, the cheese, and some sour cream, and I mix it together. There we go. And that's going to be our twice baked. Now, regular people will put bacon in there. However, Sarah can't have bacon. Let's take these and put them over there, please. Sarah can't have bacon, so what I do is I try to do them without bacon. You can put bacon bits in there if you want. I mean, that's not a big deal. Our last 4th of July party, these were like the biggest hit ever. Mm-hmm. Oh, I forgot to tell you, you also can cut the bottom kind of flat, so they'll actually sit up for everybody. So I'm going to take this. I'm going to do these just a couple really quick and then put them on a little plate for you guys to show you. I told Sarah, don't worry about bringing over dinner because this is our dinner tonight. So in this mixture, remember, it's just the potatoes, some cheese, and some sour cream all mixed together. I'm going to take this. I'm going to put it on one of my other plates. Oops. I thought I cut that one. You guys watching what I'm doing? Good. I'm glad you can see my hands. Funny where I cut them, sometimes they're still a little wobbly. Guess that guy gets to stay on the plate. All right. And then just to make it a little fancy dancy, let's put a little chives on it. I'd put another dollop of sour cream for people that really like it, but obviously in this heat right now, no thanks. Very, very easy. Basic, pops right in your mouth. Doesn't have a problem. I didn't even see that. Yeah. Easy. You guys, the bag of potatoes costs $3.99, and I only use 6 of them, so you do the math. So Sarah's the taster again. Look at that. Look how big and nice and full that is.
I think in our last 4th of July, I ate half of the ones that were there.
Yeah, we used red potatoes last time, you guys, too. Red potato skin is really, really good for you. So try to keep the skin on them. I know a lot of people are like, oh, you know, it's kind of tough. Well, not when you boil them, you wash them. And if you eat them this way, the skin is excellent. So the red potatoes are really good. You can usually find them in about this big, and you cut them in half. That's probably not really a bite. Probably a little bit more than a bite. These are easy. So boom. I think they were the most famous at that party that we just had on the 4th of July. So what else was I going to make? I have a lot of stuff to make, you guys. Let's see. You want to do the board? Maybe that's what we just need to do. What else do I have? Oh, I have a lot of stuff down here. Let's just do the charcuterie board. Do you call it charcuterie? What do you call it, Sarah?
I call it the cheese plate.
The cheese plate. That's a good one. I call it charcuterie. And then, of course, when you research all this stuff, it's called charcuterie. It doesn't look anything like it's spelled, but that's okay. So I'm just going to make the most basic charcuterie board that we can make. So I watched some online stuff. I had some pictures on my page and stuff of the ones that I usually do. So we'll do the same thing. They say to start with the crackers. And they actually say put some crackers here, put some crackers here, and you're going to work around. Now, I want to do a little disclaimer. This is probably what you do when we're not in COVID. Because obviously, I don't know about you guys, I don't really want to touch other people's food. I want to be able to dish out my own. So a lot of this you can use with little tiny forks. You can use like little tiny toothpicks, whatever you guys want to do. So we'll put a couple more little broken one. Couple more little crackers over here. And the one thing about this board is don't make it even. Use odd numbers, use threes. I think, what is it? Something said like threes are good luck.
6s and 7s.
So just try to do a little bit here, a little bit there. So then if there's multiple people at your board, they can all grab from somewhere different. I think everybody's sleeping. My mom's not even here.
Wow. Should I text her?
No. So we're going to do this. And then let's see, after the crackers and stuff, we're going to go ahead and do some cheeses. I have all kinds of cheeses, you guys. In my house, you could live off of cheese. I mean, we're talking, when I went keto, I was so excited that one of the items that I could actually eat was cheese. I do string cheese every once in a while. I'll do hard cheeses. So today I'm going to show you, we'll just do a couple little hard cheeses and some soft cheese. So what I did is I bought this big block today of Colby Jack and cheddar. And I cut them in pieces. And the thing, what did I say they were? $4? They were only like $4. So put your cheese down. This has all been in the refrigerator. Another good hack is before you cut your blocks of cheese, put them in the freezer. If you put them in the freezer, your knife will actually go straight through them and not leave. You know how when you're cutting stuff or cheese and it leaves like a little bit of that stuff? It doesn't cut quite right. So these, if you look down, up on camera, forward.
No.
This way. There we go. See, look at Sarah helping me. I can't see the camera. So I cut them in bigger pieces because obviously if you want to go to a board and you want to eat some cheese, you want to make sure you're eating a lot of cheese. All right.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Okay. So we'll put a couple there. We'll put a couple here. Sarah, did you ever make one of these when you were living on your own or with anybody?
Yeah.
You did?
Sure.
Did you like it?
Yeah.
Did you do fruits, vegetables, cheese, everything, or
just nothing? No pork products.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're gonna do this and this. So far, so good, right? You guys can see this. You also see I had a lot of stuff on my table for you guys to like look at when we start to do this. So I did my cheeses. We're gonna do our soft cheese. You want to open that brie for me?
Yeah.
So she's gonna open the brie. You guys can eat the rind of the brie. Don't get scared. Now, me personally, I don't like the brie skin as much as I really hoped I did. It's a little rough for me. It's a little thick for me. So when I'm doing brie, I really kind of dig from the middle and stuff. So you guys can put out little tiny forks, little tiny spoons, or whatever. Or like I said, pre-COVID, we just took a knife right in the middle of it and just, dug it out. So Sarah's still having a hard time getting that open. So let's just move on.
It's packaged very well.
It is packaged really well. So we're going to put that kind of like right here in the middle anyhow. So now you guys can move around with a little bit of fruits and stuff. I don't do a lot of bread, so I didn't do bread on this one, but you can definitely cut a good baguette. Now remember that a lot of people, it's hard. You guys are doing this as a party for everybody, but yet people are going to have issues with what it is that you put on the board. Some people don't eat bread. They're not going to eat the bread. Some people don't like crusty bread because it hurts the top of their mouth. Nobody's going to really want soft bread because the cheeses won't, spread very well. So do you, boo. Make it the way you want to make it. Make it that you think that 90% of the people at your party are going to eat it. And what I'm making today, we kind of guesstimated about 6 people for everything that we had. So I am going to take our nice big piece of brie. Remember, we don't want to be perfect. I'm going to put that brie right there. Now, if you've done baked brie, I would bring it out at the very end and then go ahead and let it all goo out onto your board. So that's good stuff. So we're going to do the brie right there. You guys see that? I think the camera's got it a little bit. Let's see. There we go. So we're going to do our bries. We did our bries. Okay, so we did our big cheese. And then let's do the meats. Now with me and the meats, I really only did a little bit of pepperoni and some salami. Salami is good, obviously, because it cuts the little fattiness. And when you're drinking, it's actually really good. Will you open that one for me? So we're going to do a little bit of baby pepperonis all over the place. And not all over, but, in a little tiny package, little tiny area. And this is maybe one of those where you might want to actually put out the toothpicks. We're going to talk about the toothpicks in just a second on how you can do used and non-used toothpicks. So people don't put their used toothpicks in your bowl that says used toothpicks or old toothpicks. I'll put that right there. All right, so there's those. And then we're going to do some salami. Now, the funny thing about this is you don't want these to be perfectly sitting flat on the table. They're going to get sticky. They're going to sit there and people are going to try to take them off. So what you do is you actually fold them. Hold on. Sarah's making me. There we go.
There we go.
Fold them in 4s. And then, or thirds. That's a third. Put them in thirds. And what you can do is when you put them down, actually I'll do a couple at a time so that way you guys can see. Here, do it on this way. So you can actually put them in a fan when you're putting them on the board. I'm not good with my cameras today. I don't know why. Everything kind of went south today. So towards me. There we go. Yep. You guys can put them like this. They say when you're looking at boards and things that a clump of I don't know, salami or a good ham, you just plop it in there so people can actually grab it. So we're going to put that here. Sarah, if you'll help make a couple of them, we can get this done. And the longer they sat here, the better they'll fold. But even if they only went in halves, it wouldn't be a big deal. Remember, there is no right or wrong answer when you're making your own board. So I'm trying to put it around my little brie area. That way it'll stick up. Thank you, ma'am. My little helper today. Kind of see that. I'm going to do a couple more in a different spot. And then that will be our salami. Where should I put it? Let's put it, see, there's nothing wrong. You can do it any way you want to. I'm going to put a couple right here. And there we go. All right, you guys. So that's that. I'm going to wipe my hands. Give me 1 second. Feel free to talk to the peoples. All right, you guys. After you do the meats and stuff like that, we're going to do our olives. Now, we do olives in a bowl because obviously you don't want them rolling all over the place. So this is where I would put my little toothpicks and stuff. I usually do black in one and green in another. However, Sarah's here and we're just going to eat this after we're done. So I didn't give a crap. So you can put that anywhere you want. I'm going to put it right towards the end here. And while we're at it, let's talk about toothpicks. So obviously we would like this toothpick on everything in the world. But because you guys all come from different colors and backgrounds and everywhere, we're going to just go ahead and you can do toothpicks. I like to put a couple just in my stuff. Let me take my flag out. Yay. Woo, woo, woo. I like to put a couple in some of this to kind of guide your guests. So if you go to a party and this is sitting out there and they don't know, should I grab it, with my fingers? Should I grab a fork? Should I grab a spoon? Guess what? We're giving them a heads up. So if we actually put a couple toothpicks in some of this stuff, they'll go, oh, I'm supposed to eat it with a toothpick? Yeah, you're supposed to eat it with a toothpick, you dingy. So then what I'll do is I'll put a little container. Let me do this right now for you. I'll put a little container of toothpicks right next to that. So I usually put it at the end right there. So now those are you're gonna be eating those. Now, what do you say? Hey, Steph, what if they put the toothpicks in that container, thinking that's the old toothpicks? Sarah's friend gave us these containers, and they have chalkboard fronts. And on the chalkboard fronts, I put used toothpicks. Cute little idea, don't you think? You actually just put that right next to your board. Now, obviously, this is not the way we're going to be doing our party on this little tiny table. So this used toothpicks, will be anywhere next to the board. Perfect. Now everybody knows what to pick up with your toothpick, where to put your toothpick, and go from there. So that was a great little idea. So we got our olives and everything. So now we'll move on. We'll move on to our fruits. So I'll put you over there. Grapes. Excellent. A lot of times, even when they're out of season, you can find them still. Oh, we got a little freeze. There we go. It's frozen. Oh. So you can use grapes anytime. You can use oranges if you want. I'm not really a fan of oranges on my board. I'm not quite sure. I'm going to take this off. There we go. But you can use anything. People I saw using strawberries, things like that. So, whatever you guys want to do, remember, do you boo? So let's put some grapes on our board. Leave your stems on because you want them to grab the whole bulk of the grapes, not one grape at a time. You want to encourage them to pick up this whole thing, okay? So we're going to move that over there. Let's put that there. You okay? And then, bless you. Now, I should actually put that right there so it's not like right in front of the cheese. I don't want to put it here in front of the brie. My camera keeps getting frozen. Sorry, guys. I don't put anything right in front of the brie because that's where you're going to put your little fork and your little knife to go ahead and actually spread the cheese on stuff. So, let's just put that there. There we go.
Here.
Oh, Janice is late. So once we do the fruit, like I said, you guys can go ahead and do, there we go. You can go ahead and do other fruits and stuff, okay? Long story. We'll get that done. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and do some of our dried fruits. I like dried fruits. I don't know if everybody likes dried fruits. I'm kind of a big fan of apricots because this whole thing of apricots will be gone. Sarah, do you like apricots?
A lot.
Okay. So we'll put some apricots in certain places. Yeah, not even a lot of them. Oh, bummer. We're going to have to eat the rest. Apricots, plums. I saw dried cherries today, dried cranberries. I picked up some dried cranberries today. We're going to put those all right here. Now, these are something I'm doing. This is all still pre-COVID. If I was putting these out at my party today, I would put them exactly in this little container and put it right next to it. I don't want people's fingers going in it. So for purposes of our show today, I'm putting them on the board, just so you know.
A little spoon.
Yeah, a little spoon, little tiny, because you're going to give everybody a little tiny plate to be able to eat all this stuff. So let's put these here. I'm going to cover up some of my crackers right now. You got a little message you can read out to me since I can't see it?
Yep. Janet says, sorry she's late.
Okay.
She should be getting later. And then she says, looks great.
Good.
Thanks, Janice.
So those are our little carrot. Now we can do nuts. Now, you guys, I used a small board today. I just want to make sure that you see that I did a small board. Usually I'll do a bigger board and it would be for, like I said, 6 to 8 people at least. But today I just did this little small board. So we're going to take the olives off just so we have some room for everything. This is where your nuts and things can go. Nuts. I like, sorry, I had to make a joke. I like any kind of nut, believe it or not. If you guys want to use macadamias, those are really good, nice and oily, also very healthy for you. You can put these here. Because people just arrived late, This is pre-COVID board because we don't want people's little fingers touching our nuts. Sorry. Oh, I forgot the little baby pepperonis, huh?
Yes.
My fault. Baby pepperonis. So, did you guys see there's no rhyme or reason to my board? Everything just kind of sits where it sits. Kind of like that cat on Facebook. It fits, I sits. So, a little bit here, a little bit there. Those are extra. I think we did everything but the pretzels and tomatoes. I mean, there's even tomatoes, you guys. I don't even know. It's endless on what you can put on here. I like my tomatoes cold, but what do you think? Notice the colors are all kind of nice and flying into each other now.
The more colors, the better.
That's right. Let's move our toothpicks now that we know what they're used for. A really long board, you guys, is really the way to go. If you guys have a really long, you can buy them at the dollar store. Little, I don't know, foot and a half board.
Slate. We have nice slate ones.
Yeah, we have nice slate ones that we got at the dollar store a long time ago. This is endless. I think I'm done. I'm not going to even move it on anymore just because of it. So I'm going to move this stuff so you guys can see the full glory. But look what I didn't have room for. I didn't have room for my pretzels. Obviously, everybody eats pretzels when they're drinking. I also have honey wheat pretzels because not everybody likes regular wheat pretzels. Sarah brought gluten-free crackers today that we would do. I also have artichoke hearts. These would go in a nice little container, kind of like the way we did the olives. But, woo! Tomato down, tomato down, tomato down. All right, you guys, what do you think? What do you think of our little charcuterie board? A little busy. We're not used to it being that small. But we work with what we have, and tonight's just dinner for us. Obviously, two of us can knock this thing down pretty much. All of the groceries that I bought today, you guys, I bought a lot of stuff at the dollar store. I don't buy my cheese or my meats and things like that at dollar store. I have no doubt that it's probably good, but I like to get my packaged items there, my pretzels, my olives, my, everything. So that kind of stuff, buy at the dollar store. So in here, we're guesstimating that the stuff that we bought was probably for, I'd say 6 people. And 6 people, I got this for like less than $25. So and I have tons of leftovers. I mean, that we're not showing everything here. So under $25, appetizers, your house, somebody else's house, let them bring the alcohol that cost a ton. Let them bring, the other chips and stuff that are, salty, fattening, whatever. I mean, none of this is really healthy, but still, get out of the norm and make one of these and bring it, and you'll be the hit of the party. So once again, what did we make today, Sarah? We made, where's my eggs and stuff? Let's see. We did, for people that are late, we did wasabi hard-boiled eggs. That right there is a mixture of mustard, mayonnaise, a little bit of garlic, and then on the top I did a little bit of chili powder and a little bit of wasabi roe, which is awesome. Those are a hit at every party. These are already a hit at this house because Sarah already ate 5 of them.
I ate 2.
She ate 2. This is our twice little baked potato. Fits perfectly in your hand. This right here is the mashed potatoes on the inside with some cheese and some sour cream, a little bit of chives, and those are excellent. Those are usually the hit of the party. So that's it. I just wanted to show you guys. I really only wanted to make it for half an hour. Look, it's 31 minutes.
Yeah.
You got to save money, you guys. COVID's costing us an arm and a leg. Groceries are flying. I went to the grocery store today and just couldn't believe how much money I spent for such little. So save money, make this board, let everybody else spend the money on your party, but make it look like you spent $1 million on your party. And, we'll see you guys next week. You have anything to say?
Hi, Kelly. She said hi.
Hi, Kelly. So that's it. That's it. I mean, obviously, there's other things we could be doing, but we just wanted to share that with us, or share with you that This is what we do for our parties. So
I just came over for dinner.
that's it. She's getting dinner. So, all right, you guys, I love you all. Thanks for coming in. If you do replay, that's fine. If there's anything I can answer, and like I said, I made this as basic and just as basic as possible. So let me know if I can help with anything. All right, you guys, see you next week. Thanks for being here.
Yeah.
I will see all of you next week.